Welcome to Eureka Street Crypto. This is my anti-professional crypto channel. I'm just a barely sane dude who fell down the cryptocurrency rabbit hole. This channel is my fumbling attempt to communicate myself outside my own head about my journey in the crypto space. It is basically my brain dump. None of this is actual financial advice. Time to get up and go to work. Good morning. I'm Eureka John, and you're at Eureka Street Crypto, broadcasting live from Leander, Texas. It is, what time is it? 5:20 in the morning on December 30th, 2021. And this is my morning brain dump, aka video blog, and this is my time to talk about some crypto before I go about my day. Today I'm up, really early, as I have my ungodly long commute to work down at the factory. And yes, I work in a factory and do this every single morning before I go down to the plant. And I try to get all my crypto stuff out of me before I need to focus on my job. I'm working towards having a Web 3.0 career, and hopefully maybe that'll happen this next year. So, we'll see. This show is just a morning entertainment dump. That's it. I'm not sponsored by anybody, and I'm not shilling anything. And this is not financial advice, and it's not even educational material. I don't do fundamental analysis or technical analysis. None of those pretty little graphs or anything like that, So take everything I say with a grain of salt. That being said, and all that out of the way, let's go take a look over here at CoinGecko, the old CoinGecko, and see what we have here. So, obviously a lot of stuff is kind of in the red. It's at the end of the year. I don't have any rhyme or reason for it. Maybe companies have year end, and people have year end. People just spent a lot on Christmas. They cashed out for Christmas. I don't know. Who knows, but Bitcoin's down at $47,004, and Ethereum's at $3,703. In my book right now, that's a bargain. So who knows? If you got any extra money right now, go scoop it up. Binance Coin at 521.64. Tether stablecoin $1. Solana 173.06. Cardano $1.34. USDC, another stable coin in the top 10. XRP 83 cents. And Terra 85.08. Technically a stable coin too. It's a decentralized stable coin, but it's made it in the Decrypt's top 5 crypto trends of 2021, which I'll go over here in a little bit. It's a pretty good rundown. I like Decrypt. I think they do a good job. They're one of my main media outlets to read. Bankless, Defiant, Decrypt. I like Cointelegraph too. Those are my main ones as far as like written media is concerned, that I'll just kind of check here in a CoinDesk. Sure. So let's see here. Polkadot is number 10 at 27.35, just ahead of Avalanche 102.95, and they've both kicked the dogs down to the curb. Polygon is just below Dogecoin and Sheebs. So it'd be cool to see Polygon kick those dogs down a little further and get right there below or above Avalanche or above Polkadot. I'm a big fan of Polygon, and I think it's really proved its use case and its utility, and everything. It has really provided a good alternative place to go play in the Ethereum DeFi realm. A great place for people to learn DeFi without all the gas fees and stuff. Because I think, to me, right now, that seems to be like one of the biggest barriers to entry is people learning. You got to learn MetaMask and everything like that with Polygon as well. But then once people take all that time to learn, MetaMask and to get in the Ethereum ecosystem, then suddenly they're just racked with a bunch of gas fees. And it costs like an arm and a leg to do anything. I did my first DeFi activities in synthetics. That's not the easiest first thing to jump into. But that was back, I guess, end of 2019, beginning of 2020. About the beginning of 2020 is when I jumped into synthetics. And I did not know anything, one, about DeFi, and then two, about derivatives or even what the hell those were. So I just kind of just like jumped into it and figured it out. And gas was pretty cheap back then, you know, I mean, relatively speaking. But it's gotten a lot worse, and there's no way that I can even like play in synthetics right now. So whenever I want to test out stuff and just play around, I don't really do a whole lot in Ethereum. If I want to move around larger sums of money, I might do so in Ethereum. But that's stuff to sit there for a while. If I want to test out stuff, I'll go to like Avalanche. I'll go to Polygon, Arbitrum. If there's an Ohm fork I want to try, it's usually on like another, like Phantom has a good Ohm fork called Hector DAO. So yeah, whenever I'm experimenting, I'm doing on other blockchains now instead of trying to do it in Ethereum. So yeah. Anyway, so let's go take a look at this article. Actually, no. Before that, I want to talk about I just talked about gas fees, and gas fees are a biatch, right? So I got an airdrop. I got another airdrop. So a few days ago, I got the SOS airdrop, which is the OpenSea airdrop. Not officially related to OpenSea, I don't think. But yeah. And then day before yesterday, I got this, or was it yesterday? I don't know. I got this GAS DAO airdrop, and I got gas tokens airdrop to me. So the GAS DAO right here. Hard to believe the GAS DAO is, so they posted this on December 29th at 8 p.m. Hard to believe that the GAS DAO is less than 24 hours along its journey to becoming the most influential and diverse DAO on Ethereum. So, GAS DAO is the heart of Ethereum's most active users, a super DAO bridging the worlds of DeFi, dApps, and NFTs. Free claim below. So go to gasdao.org if you have bought any, if you've used Ethereum. It doesn't even, not even with NFTs. If you've just used Ethereum and MetaMask and paid gas with your wallet, plug in your wallet address. And see if you've earned any gas tokens. And I did. I earned that. I mean, it shows you a little screen. So let's go to this gasdao.org and we'll take a quick gander at it. And two wallets. If you've paid more than $1,559 in gas, 1559 EIP 1559. Yeah, okay, you get it. That's the Ethereum Improvement Protocol, which has helped to I guess not really reduce that much the gas fees, but it's starting to burn gas. So hopefully in the long run, it'll improve, and it's streamlining the gas process, the gas fee process, to where it's not just like, arbitrary, boom, just spikes in gas. So it's helping to alleviate some of the spikes in gas, I guess you could say. So let's see here, gasdao.org, and I'll let this page load here for a second. I actually have a couple mirror posts up while this is loading. So let's go to the mirror posts, I guess, since I already have this up. Introducing GAS DAO. Have you spent more than $1,559 on gas? Go claim your gas tokens here. And so what is a GAS DAO? Its purpose is simple: to be the heartbeat and voice of Ethereum network active users through on and off-chain governance. Launched as a decentralized autonomous organization, a DAO with free and fair initial distribution, 100 times bigger than the original DAO. The eligible wallets from a broad union between the most active users in DeFi, dApps, and NFT, giving GAS DAO the potential to be one of the most diverse and impactful communities in the history of Web3. The potential is limitless. Sounds great, but I've heard this same type of spiel, the potential is limitless, the most diverse and impactful in Web3. I've heard this stuff, repeatedly from the crypto world. Call me jaded. I'm not jaded. I'm not. This sounds awesome. I'm really happy to get this airdrop. And if there is anything that can help, like, maybe a DAO to take control of some of these gas fees in some way or another, and it looks like it's connected with Ethereum Foundation, maybe. But you get to vote on EIP Ethereum Improvement Protocols by holding gas tokens, it looks like. So if it will give people a voice and a lot of these policies regarding gas and on Ethereum, I mean, I'm all for it. I got like a total of, it shows you whenever you claim your airdrop how much you've actually spent in gas over the past year. And 2 wallets, I had spent about roughly $3,000 in each wallet, and just in gas, you know, and it just was kind of like a wake up call. I was just, well, there's no way. That's $6,000 in gas, you know. But yeah, you know, you do these DeFi projects. I test out a bunch of DeFi projects. I've bought a few NFTs, which are expensive in gas. You know, I've transferred back and forth between a bunch of wallets, especially whenever I'm using one particular wallet on a DeFi app, but then I'm suddenly like, oh crap, I don't have enough gas in that wallet. I need to take Y wallet over here and send it over to X wallet. Oh crap, I don't really have much in Y wallet, but that's the wallet that I generally bring in from fiat. So then it turns into those. There's several gas transactions right there. Just trying to transfer gas from wallet to wallet to make sure you're using the right wallet on whatever DeFi software, DeFi platform you're using. So yeah, it all adds up. So it added up to about $3,000 between 2 wallets. I tested out a few other wallets, but I still have another wallet I need to test out and see that I suspect probably has more than $1,559 in gas transactions on it. So yeah, I guess we'll see. But that one's a Coinbase wallet. So not Coinbase the exchange, but Coinbase wallet. A lot of people confuse those two. There's Coinbase the exchange and Coinbase wallet. And I have a Coinbase wallet that I suspect probably has more than $1,559 of gas fees on it. So yeah, I got like 10 wallets, you know. I never keep all your eggs in one basket, you know. And then of course, you know, you got your stuff offline, which is very smart to do. I highly recommend that. All right, so okay, so I read that. What is GAS DAO's purpose? A gas token distribution and tokenomics. GAS is the ERC20 governance token for the GAS DAO. Holders with 1 billion of gas will be able to submit proposals described in more detail in an upcoming post on governance, delegation, and the role of off-chain snapshots. Holders with at least 1.7 million and 78 million in gas, the minimum claimable amount, will gain access to the gas holder role in Discord. Now, the funny thing is both those wallets, my claim was around like 1.8, 1.9 million in gas. And I don't know, how much was it? Let me see. Hold on. Let me look in my my Rainbow wallet and see how much in gas I actually earned. I don't mind sharing that. So let's see here. Gas, where are you at? GAS DAO. So 3 million. No, wait. 311,358,000 gas. A total of 36.57. The value dropped by 64%. It was up near 50 something bucks yesterday. So that's on one wallet. And then on this other wallet, let's see here. Which one was that? So I'll go from Eureka John to Eureka Street. And then that gas, 356,758. That's about 42 bucks worth of gas. Yesterday it was at 65 bucks last night when I looked. So yeah, it's a pretty fast dropper. I don't expect all these, you know, I'm just kind of just holding it just to hold it at this point. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, if I'm going to go participate or whatever. So I don't look, it doesn't seem like I have enough gas to be a gas holder role in the Discord. So, but the thing is, it costed me, it costed me just about as much gas to claim it than it, yeah. So I have these gas tokens, and it costed me just as much gas to claim the gas, you know, as the gas that I hold. But whatever, you know, like I see a lot of this stuff. Like, I'm not sitting here gambling or playing with money that I don't have. You know, like a lot of this stuff I have in crypto at this point is stuff that I've earned in the crypto world. So I'm not really dumping that much from fiat to crypto anymore like I used to. But I had to get started, and I see a lot of that gas fees, you know, that they kind of like held up the mirror to me whenever I claimed it. I see a lot of that as educational expense. Like I'm learning so much through this process. I've gained a lot of opportunity. I've been able to meet a bunch of really cool people. I've gotten involved in some really cool DAOs. Yesterday, I had an amazing interview with Griff Green and Lauren Luce from Giveth.io. And like a year ago, I never would have dreamed that I would be doing the stuff that I'm doing now, and like creative work, and possibly thinking about a career in Web3 next year, or this coming year. So like, to me, it's all worth it. It's an educational expense, So yeah. So anyway, the gas distribution, $1 trillion total supply, and I'll just keep telling myself that. I know there's probably somebody, just keep telling yourself that, Yeah, I will keep telling myself that, because I believe what you say becomes manifested a lot of times, right? Because your vocal cords create a physical manifestation of a thought, the vibrations of your vocal cord, So somehow that thought, that in that spiritual realm, triggers those vocal cords to vibrate at some kind of frequency, which allows this speech to come to you. So that is a physical manifestation of a thought. So yes, what you say does a lot of times come into reality and fruition. So gas distribution, $1 trillion total supply. Contributors, the vesting. So evidently, a lot of the core contributors are burning off their initial drop. So they're only going to receive what's vesting. The DAO treasury is 30%, and the airdrop is 55%. So that's pretty good. It's more than the majority of the tokens being airdropped. So they're trying to widely distribute it. 55% will be distributed to 634,429 eligible wallets, according to the following formula. I'm not going to get into the formula. So anyway, let's go see if this GAS DAO website has popped up. Okay, here it is. GAS DAO. Gas. I use a lot of gas driving down to work. I mean, it's like $20 a day almost. So the governance token for the GAS DAO, a super DAO formed with the vision of being the heartbeat and voice of the largest community of Web3 native users on the Ethereum network, bridging the world to DeFi, NFTs, and dApps. So you go claim your tokens right there, and I've already claimed it on that wallet. Let me see if I can just switch over to this other wallet. I probably don't have any gas on this other wallet, but I'll check and see here. I have a few wallets connected up on this browser. I checked another one yesterday. Let's try this one here. This one I mainly use for like my Binance Smart Chain type of stuff. Yeah, this most likely does not have any gas associated with it. However, you never know, because I was doing a lot of stuff with what was it? Bitcoin. Man, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, so let me connect this wallet and let's see what's up. BTCST. Yeah, that's what I was doing a lot with this wallet. So okay, so let me claim the tokens. Let's see. Address not eligible for gas airdrop. This address spent less than $15.59 in gas. So that's okay. Not everything's a winner. This is not the lottery. All right. So anyway, let's go to the next blog entry here. The GAS DAO roadmap. GAS DAO launched less than 24 hours ago. See our release mirror post that outlined the high-level goals of DAO, which we just read. The past 24 hours have been nothing short of extraordinary as we continue on our journey together to become the first super DAO on Ethereum. Over 57,000 addresses have claimed the airdrop, and there are over 34,000 unique holders, with 90% of the wallets still eligible to claim. 90% of wallets still, that's a buttload. Have you spent over $1,559 in gas on a time-weighted basis and haven't claimed yet? Go claim your airdrop here. So what is GAS DAO? Its purpose is simple: to be the voice of Ethereum's network's active users through on and off governance, launched as a decentralized autonomous organization with a free and fair initial distribution 100 times bigger than the original DAO. All right, the original DAO, right? Interesting. So the eligible wallets form a broad union. The DAO hack, the one that Griff Green in my interview on the Daoist was talking about yesterday. The DAO hack that Camila Russo writes about in The Infinite Machine. I wonder if this is the original DAO that they're talking about. This was the big learning lesson, the birth of Ethereum Classic. This was the first time people had tried to create a decentralized organization. So anyway, the eligible wallets from a broad union of most active users in DeFi, dApps, and NFT, giving the GAS DAO the potential to be one of the most diverse and impactful communities in the history of Web3. The potential is limitless. We aim to represent the views of the most active Ethereum network users to the core Ethereum developers and Ethereum Foundation. So yeah, they're looking to represent the most active users and the core Ethereum developers and the Ethereum Foundation. So that's pretty rad. So since we're almost at the 24-hour mark, we thought it'd be good to give what we think are the high-level goals in the preliminary roadmap. We do urge you, however, to keep in mind that the purpose and goals of the GAS DAO are continuously evolving. So they're kind of, figuring out as they go along. And I like that. I'm a big fan of figuring things out as you go along and not trying to perfect everything from the start. So yeah, we're humans, we make mistakes, and part of our perfection process throughout our life, our sanctification process, if you will, is sin, is missing the mark. If you define sin literally, it is missing the mark. So where you thought that your intentions were going to go, you missed that mark. It has nothing to do with the right or wrong in a way, a lot of times. So it's that process, and sanctification is part of that. Here's my seminary education coming out. Is that process of missing the mark and continuously trying in multiple iterations to get it right. So they're continuously evolving. So the high-level goal is to become the largest, most diverse DAO on Ethereum. And then 2, represent the views of the Ethereum network users to the core Ethereum developers and the Ethereum Foundation. So this is your voice to talk to the Ethereum Foundation and the Ethereum developers. If you hold this gas token, you are able to vote and make your voice known. And then 3, to reduce the gas spent on Ethereum. The preliminary roadmap, to take part in the EIP voting. I think that's important. I care what happens with the Ethereum network, as I use Ethereum network and I'm a big fan of Ethereum, and I believe in the future of Ethereum and Web3. So we will introduce an EIP to propose that the GAS DAO snapshot votes become a step in the EIP finalization process. I love that. I'm a big fan of that. So, and then the Open Zeppelin grant. I talked about Open Zeppelin a couple days ago in the honeypot scams thing. A lot of times it's really good to look for an Open Zeppelin hyperlink in a smart contract, and that way you know that they are using a well tried and true tested package for smart contract development. So we propose that Open Zeppelin build a new version of Open Zeppelin Low Gas, that uses 25 to 50% less gas without sacrificing security. That would be rad. A lot of times gas is a result of a lot of bloat in the smart contract, a lot of computations that happen in there, and the more streamlined you can make those computations and the less bloated the smart contract, the gas will be cheaper because it uses less space on the block. So, and then developer grants for Ethereum gas optimization. A 7 to 10 multi-sig will fund developer grants that are submitted through Google Forms and approved through snapshot votes, okay? And then a GAS PFP profile pic NFT that can be purchased with GAS tokens, which are burned. So we'll give our community a way to expand our digital footprint and create a sense of belonging and shared purpose. Nice. You can get a cool NFT out of it. And then burning the full initial contributor allocation. So all contributors will send all claimable tokens to the burn address. We'll tweet out the transactions as proof over the next 24 hours. So in that pie chart that I showed you in the last graph, there's the core contributor allocation, and it shows in parentheses vesting. Well, I guess all the claimable tokens that the core contributors got immediately, they're going to be sending to the burn address. So, and then the next point is building a staking gas with rewards proportional to gas spent while staking. Building a staking contract for gas that gives gas to stakers proportional to how much gas they use while staking. Building a staking contract for gas that gives gas to stakers proportional to how much gas they use while staking. Okay, cool. This will ensure gas is owned by the most active users of the Ethereum network. Nice. Okay, so they will give gas to people staking proportional to how much, because a lot of times staking is one of the most gas intensive activities. So what do they refund you gas for staking? All right. So on-chain governance process. While snapshot polls are great for one-off polling of the community, ultimately the real governance happens with on-chain governor and treasury. And then they give the little, the process for making proposals. It's pretty much the same in all DAOs. You get a soft consensus or a heat check, consensus check, and then an on-chain check in the actual voting. So yeah, that's just typical in basically any DAO. And then let's see here, voting on an Ethereum improvement protocols, they elaborate on that. Funding gas optimization research. As GAS DAO's first 2 on-chain governance actions, we propose to make a donation to Open Zeppelin to reduce the gas usage of its contracts and set up a multi-sig fund for developer grants. Yeah, Open Zeppelin contracts, that's that software package of that you see in a lot of smart contracts that uses a lot of the code from Open Zeppelin for the smart contracts. And generally, if you see an Open Zeppelin hyperlink in a smart contract, that's a good sign. It means, one, they're not trying to write it from scratch, everything from the ground up, and there's a lot of attack surface for mistakes in there. And then 2, they're not trying to write scams. They're using tried and true and audited code that everybody uses, so, and everybody's familiar with in the developer world anyway, not me. But Open Zeppelin contracts have been an amazing development for Ethereum network, making it much safer and saving users billions of dollars from scams. However, their security and simplicity come at the cost of gas usage. It is well known that Open Zeppelin contracts use a lot of gas. So we believe that the security and gas efficiency can exist synergistically, and so we will be submitting a governance protocol to send 2.5 billion of gas to the Open Zeppelin Foundation, urging them to build a new version of Open Zeppelin Low Gas, that uses 25 to 50% less gas without sacrificing security. Also, by having Open Zeppelin own gas tokens that allows them to vote on proposals, which would be important moving forward as they are so essential to the Ethereum network. Nice. And then developer grants. Developers do not have much incentive to reduce the gas usage of the contracts they develop. No, they don't. A lot of times they profit off of the gas fees. So we will be submitting a governance proposal to start a grant system for developers across the world that are researching ways to reduce EVM gas usage. The funds will be sent a 7 to 10 multi-sig wallet that will review Google form proposals and put the most promising ones up to snapshot consensus vote. So this is pretty rad. And then there's the GAS NFT. While we recognize the potential of the GAS DAO vision, we would like to expand our digital footprint to spread our message as broadly as possible. In order to create a strong sense of community and brand identity, we'll release a Genesis GAS NFT collection. The collection will cost 10,000 unique GAS NFTs, which will consist of 10,000 unique GAS NFTs, which can be minted by spending a to-be-determined amount of gas that will be burnt or sent to the treasury to increase its allocation. All the parameters of a drop will be decided by governance. The GAS NFTs will be, and it shows the open arrow dash and then close arrow theme. I don't know what that theme is. I'm sorry. I'm old. I turn 46 tomorrow. And we'll commemorate early membership in the GAS DAO. The NFTs will be minted on Ethereum and stored on Arweave, a decentralized file store solution. And then there's the core contributor allocation adjustment, which they'll be burning some of that. I don't really want to read through all the rest of this. And then there'll be staking. You can stake it on the network and get WGAS, and you'll be continually earning a refund for the gas you spend determined by that formula. So that's pretty cool, man. I'm pretty stoked about the whole gas token thing. I'm down to like 2 minutes left, honestly. But I wanted to just blow through this article from Decrypt, the 5 most impressive altcoins of 2021. Crypto's industry's most bullish year ever comes to a close. It was a bullish year, especially for things like NFTs. Not so much for DeFi. DeFi was more 2020. However, we did get DeFi 2.0 out of it, and all these Ohm forks and everything like that. And I just learned that the Ohm token hit the top. Thanks to IDEX intern told me this yesterday. Right when Tai Lopez, some infamous YouTuber known for shilling, created an Ohm fork in quotes, air quotes. I was super stoked on Ohm forks till I saw that, and then it's kind of like I got my virginity taken from me. I was like, oh man, I'm so. But there's always and now there's like a crypto punk on every blockchain, right? There's all these imposters and zombie punks and DAO punks are legit. But I mean, there's like a punk for everything now. That crypto punks is suddenly like really valuable. There's an ape for everything now. That Bored Apes, yacht club is like worth millions of dollars. So you see one thing starting a trend and shooting into the millions, and you see all these imitators at the bottom, kind of like bottom feeding around. So yeah, you'll see that. So here are the coins that spark new trends. Decentralized stablecoin Terra Lunar. Besides the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum, another key metric folks have been tracking is the market cap for stablecoins. This year, the cumulative value of all dollar-pegged cryptocurrencies has skyrocketing, reaching more than $167 billion. But for decentralization purists, there's one problem. Well, two. The largest and most used stablecoins on the market, Tether and USDC, are both controlled by traditional run-of-the-mill companies. There are no DAOs, no Discord channels, and arguably very little transparency into what's backing these coins. In fact, Tether's been brought to court, I believe, twice now, but they did this last full audit, and apparently everything was accounted for. I mean, I don't know how, but it was. But hey, there's still zero transparency, So decentralized projects like Terra and its stablecoin UST have emerged and built on the successes of one of the original algorithmic stablecoins, DAI. To counter these centralized incumbents like Tether and USDC, and these stablecoins are decentralized because they're backed by other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum or Luna rather than cash deposits or equivalents, right? So there's like a bundle of it, and it tracks like a bundle of assets. And then there's other ones, like for instance, Rye. There's Frax. There's several other experiments and interesting attempts at creating these stable coins not really being pegged to the US dollar. I mean, Ohm is one, and here we're going to talk about Ohm next as number 2 big trend in 2021, marked as a floating cryptocurrency that maintains stable purchasing power. Ohm has been one of the top leading tokens leading the DeFi 2.0 trend. So DeFi 2.0 is, instead of encouraging mercenary yield farming, that's so Q1, projects that fall under the DeFi 2.0 umbrella are working to create better incentives that retain precious liquidity over the long term. So it's basically the protocol buying back its liquidity. So whenever people put funds into a liquidity pool, they hold those liquidity pools, the liquidity tokens, and they can pull out and rug pull at any time after they've kind of become a tourist and pulled out a bunch of APY. Then they can take off their mercenaries, But Ohm prevents this. It allows the protocol to buy back its liquidity pool tokens, and so the protocol owns its own liquidity. So they can't let just all these mercenaries come and take shots at them, pull the APY out, and then leave. Projects that fall under the DeFi 2.0 umbrella are working to create better incentives and retain precious liquidity over the long term. Rather than multi-million-dollar reward schemes, which 2021 saw many, that turn into a hit-and-run cash grabs, these projects are opting out of so-called rented liquidity. So you've heard of Olympus DAO and seen the Ohmies spread the 3-3 meme far and wide, and you've seen the copycats fail to displace the DeFi giant. Despite the attention Ohm received, its recent Olympus DAO release has flown under the radar. Olympus Pro release has flown under the radar. Let's dig in. Olympus Pro is a new service that aims to share Olympus protocol bond innovation with treasuries across DeFi. Bonding solves a recurring problem faced by DeFi. The protocols that rely on liquidity mining incentives, the liquidity is a temporary rented asset, right? So Olympus DAO, the project behind Ohm, was one of the first to take a crack at reinventing these incentives with its bonding and staking mechanism. With Olympus Pro, the team also offers a white label solution that lets DeFi projects bootstrap the mechanism for their community's liquidity needs. Okay, then trend number 3. Shiba Inu. Now, if you've been listening to my show, you know that I'm not the biggest fan of the dog coins, all right? But, it's a trend, and it is something that needs to be talked about. I don't want to forget the aspect of fun in cryptocurrency. Never forget to have fun, no matter what you're doing. Figure out some way to find joy in whatever you're doing, even in the most mundane or, crappy situations. I was on probation one time shoveling horse crap, and I still made friends in there and made crack jokes and tried to have a fun time in there while I was doing community service hours. That was back in the day, So you can find fun in any situation. All right. And I even found $20 out there in the horse stables I was working with. I was like, oh, $20 bill, yeah. So what would a year-end list be without one of the famed dog coins? Birthed in August 2020, Shiba Inu didn't capture the hearts and minds of the crypto enthusiasts until an initial doubling came in price came in May 2021. The theme subsequently crashed shortly after, only to hit another all-time high at $0.00008616. Though these prices represent less than a penny in value, the meteoric rise of this canine crypto turned many into retail speculators into overnight millionaires. And there's a neighbor. What was it? Halloween, 2 Halloweens ago, he dumped $1,500 into Shiba Inu, and he's like, "Hey man, so you're into crypto, right? You like that Shiba Inu token?" I was like, "No, I'm sorry, man. That's not what I'm into." Well, he dumped $1,500 into Shiba Inu well before all this happened, and yeah, the dude's probably sitting pretty right now. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. What's stranger was how this cryptocurrency also gave rise to a whole pack of ravenous but minuscule dog coins. Tokens such as Floki Inu, Baby Dogecoin, and Kishu Inu also began appearing throughout TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, all of them aiming to be the next Dogecoin. And Dogecoin was a joke back in the day in like 2014 to kind of counteract all the libertarian bro-bras that were taking, the finance and Bitcoin industry by storm and like being totally serious about it. Billy Marcus and Jackson Palmer were like, "We're going to make a fun little dog coin." And they did. And there was a meme and it caught on and they had fun with it until everybody started getting all serious about that. And then they became disgusted with, a lot of, the money grubbing and the greed and that. And then Jackson Palmer still does not like Dogecoin to this day, even though he's the founder of Dogecoin and it, and spiked in popularity. So, anyway, with these dog coins, it quickly became a crapshoot as people scooped up at random whole portfolios filled with different dog coins in hopes of joining the nouveau crypto riche. And yet, few have enjoyed the same staying power as SHIB or its predecessor Doge, revealing once again that a good meme is worth billions. And then we have next is Axi Infinity and Decentraland are the two next ones here. So Axi Infinity is the play to earn trend that has made its mark in 2021. So the play to earn trend, sometimes called gamify, other times gambling with extra steps and nice graphics, basically, has attracted venture capitalists and criticism alike. Still, the niche appears to have serious staying power. In a nutshell, the trend is attempting to let people monetize all those hours spent in virtual worlds fighting baddies and picking up unique in-game collectibles. So yeah, and even people in developing nations are using Axie Infinity for like a daily UBI almost. It's insane. But there's tons of different play to earn games popping up now on all different types of blockchain. Solana has Aurora and Star Atlas popping up now. I've been playing DeFi Kingdoms on the Harmony blockchain. The Rome DAO is an own fork, but also a play to earn RPG game, and that is using Kusama. So I mean, yeah, Polkadot Kusama network. It's like. Yeah, and then we have Decentraland and the whole metaverse. And the virtual real estate is the next biggest trend, and that's trend number 5 here. And then I'll be done. Every metaverse needs virtual real estate in a frothy digital housing market. If you've watched my videos, I'm a part of the Meta Game Hub DAO, which is a DAO that focuses on buying up land and then being able to fractionalize it and make the land DAO owned. So I think that's pretty interesting. And they have a mechanism on there that it's a land valuation mechanism using Chainlink oracles and AI and algorithms to not have to depend on the floor price of an NFT, because a floor price is not necessarily a fair NFT evaluation. So whenever you're evaluating land in the metaverse, you want to also rely on comps, like in real estate, real estate, like actual in real life real estate. So they kind of use the same mechanism along with Chainlink oracles and along with AI to value land. That's on metagamehub.io. So here it's funny that Decentraland is sitting here selling units of land. The pixelated parcels of land divvied up on Decentraland are gaining in value. In November, just one plot sold for $2.43 million in the virtual world's native currency, cryptocurrency Mana. This was more than double the previous record of 913,000 set back in June. That's insane. Stepping back and imagining the rest of the subsector's growth from last year paints a similar picture. Not just one, but hundreds of plots of land sold for $470,000 in a virtual world called Somnium Space back in May 2020. $470,000 would get you a really good house in Austin. So pop icons are also cashing in on the metaverse. Rapper Snoop Dogg, well, barely anymore, but the pop icons are also cashing in. The rapper Snoop Dogg, for example, is attempting to recreate his California mansion in the Sandbox. Already, the adjacent plot has sold for $450,000. In the Meta Game Hub DAO, the MGH DAO that I'm a part of, they just bought a plot of land next to Snoop Dogg. They're neighbors of Snoop Dogg. We're neighbors of Snoop Dogg, right? So, yeah, it just goes to show. And they probably used the MGH DAO land valuation tool mechanism in order to figure out where to exactly to be the neighbors. So, yeah, so congratulations, PAPE. Bought it for $458,038 on OpenSea just to be Snoop Dogg's virtual neighbor. Hopefully he doesn't sit there and run the lawnmower at night like my neighbor. Literally my neighbor will run the lawnmower at 10 o'clock at night. So I don't know how in the hell he sees. Maybe he uses night vision goggles. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, those are the 5 big trends of 2021. I'm a little ahead of myself. That being said, I've run way over. I got to get my butt to work. What time is it? It's 6 in the morning. I got to get all this stuff uploaded. I went 10 minutes over, but it's 10 minutes worth of 2021 trends. Yeah, it's worth it. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a good New Year's Eve. Yeah. Okay. That's what it is technically. And tomorrow I'm off of work, so I'll be broadcasting a little bit later, but still early enough to be awake before the wife and kids. Tomorrow's my birthday. I turned 46. I'm old. All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys later, man. Thank you for making it to the end of this program. If you actually like this content, give a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more, just hit the subscribe button. I'm available on YouTube, Odyssey, and BitChute, and on all the major podcasting platforms in audio version. Spotify specifically. If you would like to follow and leave a review, that would help a lot. I am also available on Twitter at EurekaJohn1. That's EUREKA John, JOHN, and the number 1. My DMs are always open. Feel free to shoot me a message. Thanks again.